Hello everyone, welcome to the Film Studies at Leicester talk. Just a couple of little bits of housekeeping. We have a Q&A, so if you want to ask any questions during the talk, I will address them at the end. So if you pop them into the Q&A, I can have a look at them. And this talk is being recorded, so just so you know. So you can always come back to it later on if you want to go over anything that you might have missed. So I'm going to introduce Gosday from our Film Studies department, and she's going to basically tell you all about Film Studies at Leicester.
Thank you, Charlotte. Hello and welcome to our main event. And thank you for joining us today. My name is Gözde Naiboğlu and I am the admissions tutor and lecturer in film studies here at Leicester. I'd like to use this session to give you an overview of the film studies courses that we offer here at Leicester, talk about how they are organized and what you should expect to be studying on these courses. I'd like to remind you that the session is recorded and it will be online later. So let's start with the question, why Leicester? There are several reasons to study film at Leicester, which I will talk about shortly. But in terms of the university more broadly, according to the 2021 Times Higher World Education Rankings, we are one of the top 25 amongst UK universities. Our graduate employment prospects are excellent. Nearly 95% of our students are in employment or further study after 6 months of graduating. In terms of sustainability, we are in the top 5 of UK universities and 21st in the world out of over 500 universities. This rating is based on our performance in contributing to United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And Leicester is consistently recognized as a great value city to live and study in, meaning affordable accommodation and food costs. And finally, our Students' Union offers a great environment to enhance your university experience with over 200 clubs and societies. When it comes to why you should study film with us at Leicester, firstly, we have a brand new, truly diverse and internationalized curriculum. Our academics have specialist knowledge in areas including Hollywood directors, Chinese cinemas, British cinema, European cinemas, and B-movies. And our teaching is informed by our research, so you will be taught by experts in these areas. Secondly, we are a top-ranked UK university for teaching film studies. We were ranked 15th amongst 97 universities teaching film and media studies in the Complete University Guide 2021 league table. Thirdly, we have excellent employability prospects. 90% of our graduates are employed or in further study 6 months after graduating. And last but not least, we have excellent facilities and resources, including a fully equipped film theatre and a library with a wide catalogue of resources. So quite a few of our students come without any film studies in their A-level background. It is not a requirement that you do A-level film studies for us. I believe most of you are interested in some aspect of film, but might be wondering what it means to study it. In our film studies programs, we examine the historical, cultural, theoretical, and artistic development of cinema around the world. You will attend lectures and seminars every week, and some of our modules also involve study trips within the UK. In the lectures, we often introduce broader social or historical contexts, and in the seminars, we have smaller group discussions where we analyze films closely. What I mean by this is that we study the films in a way that is quite similar to studying literature, for example. Analyzing film is quite similar to analyzing a novel or a poem. We look at the films very closely, frame by frame, and explore their formal construction, how meaning or feeling is communicated through cinematic language. But we also talk about the ways in which these films are interpreted within a culture, for example, how they carry meanings and resonances within the culture in which they are produced. And finally, we also think about the industrial context of the film's production. That is, we also note that cinema is an industry rather than just an art form. Now I will play a short video in which one of our recent brilliant graduates, Beth Turner, talks about studying film at Leicester.
Hi, my name is Beth Turner and I'm a third year film and media student. I chose the University of Leicester partly because of the distance. I'm from London, so for me Leicester was just far away enough that I felt completely independent, but also gave me the opportunity to go home if I ever felt like I needed to. Also the people that were around me when I came on the open day, all the staff were very welcoming, all the students here were very interesting and friendly. And as I've stayed here, I've learnt that that is always the case. For me, I think my favourite part of the course has been the wide range of films that we've been able to see. We've seen films from all over the world, from all different cultures, from different points in history. And that is the great thing about film, is that it combines so many things. It combines history and politics and cultures. I think the film department has amazing facilities and resources. One of them is the film theatre which we have. It's an amazing room. It is just like a small cinema. And when you watch the films that you do, to be able to see them on this huge screen gives you such an opportunity to sort of take them in and understand what you're watching. Similarly, we also have several subscription services that the department is signed up to, such as Canopy, which is a great place to sort of find films from your course and be able to re-watch them and re-evaluate them and get a better understanding for them. I would recommend this course to anyone that finds film interesting, anyone who is interested in culture, in politics, in history, in anyone that is interested in the world of the past 100 years or so.
Right, so here is a list of the courses that we offer at Leicester. Aside from our standard single subject film studies degree, we also offer joint degrees such as film and media studies and film and English. All of our courses are structured as standard 3-year programs, but our students currently also have the option to study a year abroad at a European university, or if you choose to study on our film and media degree, you will have the option to spend a semester abroad in the United States, Canada, or Australia. Now I will go through the structure of these courses, and after that I will talk about employability, career options and prospects, and what our former students are doing now. And finally, I will talk about our resources, facilities, and the support that is available to our students. Our single subject film studies course offers full immersion in the study of film. The first year of this course is designed to provide a solid foundation in the subject. The emphasis is on studying the classics, the canon, and the important films, as well as the key theoretical debates in film history. In Semester 1, you will be taking core modules such as Introduction to Film History 1, where you study early cinema and great classics and, for example, learn about the dominant film form and standardized film style known as the classical Hollywood style. In Semester 2, we start branching out towards modernist film examples that have challenged these conventional styles, such as European New Waves or avant-garde and experimental cinemas. You will also have other modules that are geared towards building and solidifying analytical skills, such as reading film and reading television. Some of these modules have integrated field trips to locations such as the British Film Institute Library in London. All film studies programs at Leicester combine practical and vocational elements with the theoretical study of film. So, for example, in Year 1, we offer a team talk module called Film and Art, Academic Study and the Workplace, where the students work together as teams on a proposal for a notional one-day event to take place at the Attenborough Arts Centre, that is the University of Leicester's multi-use arts centre. This module offers an opportunity for our students to develop a range of transferable skills, but also encourages them to think about their future career choices, for example, in cultural curation and arts management. And in Year 2, we offer a film production module in which you learn how to make a film. You get a chance to work in teams to make your own short film. I should note here that the purpose here is not to train our students as filmmakers. Practice is only a small element of our film studies degrees. Film studies degrees at Leicester are theoretically oriented critical studies degrees that are enhanced by opportunities for creative and professional development. The purpose here is to understand the creative process of making films, to understand the production processes such as editing, for example. This does not mean that our students should not aspire to become filmmakers. You certainly should if you choose to, but what we offer here is equipping you with critical and analytical skills and a detailed knowledge and understanding of film, and not just technical filmmaking skills. So in your second year, you'll also take a core module titled Researching World Cinemas, where you are introduced non-Western cinemas of the world. This slide gives you an outline, a sample of how our modules are structured, an outline of Researching World Cinemas, which is a core second year module, which I am currently teaching. As you can see, each week we are exploring a different topic and a different film. Now, this is a challenging but immensely rewarding module. It offers a range of film examples from diverse corners of the world. We study films from Bosnia, China, Japan, Iran, Chile, Turkey, Israel, Senegal, Mali, and India. From such diverse historical and social contexts that at times it might feel like there is a lot to take in, but this is precisely why it is a rewarding module. The academic study of film has tended to focus on two types of filmmaking, which are classical Hollywood cinema and European art cinema, and it has largely neglected other traditions and national cinemas. So here we highlight that cinema is not reducible to its most conventional forms and traditional forms, with the aim to open our eyes and minds to different, lesser-known cinemas of the world, so that we understand the truly diverse and transnational nature of cinema. The only core module in your final year is the dissertation, where you work on a 10,000-word essay on a topic that you choose. You have one-to-one supervision throughout the year with a member of staff who has expertise or interest in your chosen dissertation topic. We also have a wide range of optional modules in the final year. The final year modules are all designed on the specific research area of the staff in the department. Current final year options include modules on Chinese cinema, European cinema, Spanish and Italian cinemas, or modules on individual directors such as Hitchcock or genres such as Gothic. But this list is subject to change from year to year. Aside from our single subject film studies degree, we also offer joint subject degrees. Film and Media Studies is a course during which the students take 50% of their credits from film studies modules and the other 50% from media studies. Film and media are quite closely intertwined and overlapping disciplines, but the key difference between them is their approach. While film studies is often considered very much like a humanities subject, like literary studies, for example, media studies often draws on a social sciences or cultural studies approach, which overlaps with sociology, for example. So while the subject of the study is quite similar, the approach and methods are different, which therefore offers the student an interdisciplinary experience. The students here get a chance to examine digital, broadcast, and print media alongside the critical and theoretical debates in film studies. Specifically, this program has been designed to engage critically with questions concerning the highly mediated nature of contemporary society and culture. So today, every aspect of our lives, both in terms of leisure time and work, is mediated and organized by different digital platforms. And that's why Film and Media Studies is an excellent program that equips our students with the knowledge and skills to understand contemporary society. Here in your final year, you have a wide range of optional modules to choose from, either film studies or media studies. In addition to the film studies final year options that I have shown in an earlier slide, you also have the option to choose from media studies modules, which may include activism and protest, writing for PR, media and the body, and advertising and consumer culture, amongst others. Here you also have the option to choose either a media studies or film studies topic for your dissertation. And finally, in our film studies and English program, again, the students take 50% of their credits from film studies modules and the other 50% from English modules. In your first 2 years, you will take an equal number of film and English modules. Here in this slide, you can see the modules in bold are offered by the English department. In your final year, you will be able to tailor your own course according to your own interest. You can either choose a dissertation in English or a dissertation in film studies. and choose optional modules from a diverse pool of specialist subject modules, including Romanticism, Victorian literature, postmodern literatures, feminist fiction, amongst others. Typically, our courses are taught through lectures and seminars. You also have weekly screenings of the films that we discuss. In the lectures, we often introduce broader context, as I mentioned, and in the seminars, we have smaller group discussions where we analyze films closely. The maximum seminar group size is 15, but lectures can have larger groups. Some of our modules will include study trips, workshops, and group projects. Last year, study trips included destinations like the British Film Institute, the Stanley Kubrick Archive, and British Board of Film Classification. We update these locations from year to year. Normally, you will attend between 8 to 12 hours of taught sessions each week and can expect to undertake at least 24 further hours of independent study per week. You will be provided with support materials through Blackboard, which is an online interactive learning environment. Our assessment types include essays, presentations, creative work such as film and website design, film and book reviews, and other group projects. We design assessments with the aim to develop a range of critical, creative, and communication skills. You will be taught by research active experts in the field. We have an internationally diverse team of experts with particular research strengths in film history and theory, and in a range of national and regional cinemas. Here are the recently published books by our film studies staff. Our staff has published on diverse topics ranging from trash cinema to James Bond, and Turkish-German cinema to Hong Kong cinema and contemporary Hollywood. We also have great facilities, including fully equipped lecture and seminar rooms, a large film theatre with DVD and Blu-ray projection, a rich collection of digital, print, and audiovisual materials in the library, David Wilson Library. Leicester is the perfect place to study because it offers an affordable, friendly, and safe atmosphere, and it is also a home to several cinemas, theatres, museums, and art galleries, including the independent art house Film Theatre Phoenix, which hosts a variety of film events and previews. We provide full support to our students throughout their academic life via facilities including a personal tutor system and a student mentor system, accessibility and welfare centres, and a career service as well. Accessibility Centre offers specialist one-to-one advice to students with learning difficulties. Our Career Development Service offers one-to-one advice and help on CV writing, mock interviews, application reviews, and also career coaching. The service will be in touch after you leave to offer help with securing employment, and our graduates have lifetime access to this service and its resources as alumni. We also have a personal tutor system, which ensures that each student is assigned an individual lecturer who provides guidance, advice, and support regarding all academic and non-academic matters throughout their study with us. When it comes to career options, our students have gone on to a range of different routes, including film preservation, distribution and curating, teaching, and other creative aspects of the film and media industries, including television. One of our most recent graduates have moved on to working for Channel 4 as a project researcher, for example. We also provide a foundation for exciting careers in journalism, arts, and other cultural management positions. On the Unistat website, you can find the detailed employability statistics and information on what careers our students have gone on to. For example, the most recent data from 2019 shows that 90% of our film studies graduates went on to further education or were employed within 6 months of finishing their degree, and 80% of the graduates were in a professional or managerial role within 6 months after graduating. Others move on to studying at postgraduate level. We also have a popular MA in Film and Film Cultures course, and some of our alumni also have moved on to doing a PhD at the department. We currently have 3 of our alumni who have studied their undergrad and postgraduate degrees with us and now are doing PhD on film subjects. Finally, we run a series of research seminar events where internal and external speakers come and talk about their research. We encourage our undergrad students to attend to these talks. You can apply to Leicester through the UCAS website, and our typical requirement on A-levels is ABB. However, we do evaluate applications on a case-by-case basis. We accept a range of different national and international qualifications, BTEC to Access and International Baccalaureate. You can find the details on our Study With Us websites. As I have mentioned earlier, we do not require you to have any film studies background. Typical A-level subjects that our students have in their background can include media, English, psychology, and history, but this is quite a diverse field as well. When considering your application, we will look for evidence that you will be able to fulfill the objectives of the course and achieve the standards required. We will take into account a range of factors, including previous exam results. Applicants are not normally interviewed. If you receive an offer, you will be invited to visit the department. So then, just a quick recap. Why study film at Leicester? Because we are a small and friendly department, our priority is to make our students feel supported throughout their academic life, to feel as part of a community of staff and other students. We offer an internationalized and diverse curriculum taught by research-active experts. We are a top-ranked university for film studies. We were 15th in the country, and our film courses offer excellent employability prospects. If you have any further questions at any point, please feel free to email me at gn63@le.ac.uk. One final word before we move on to Q&A. You'll be joining our university at an exciting time as we celebrate our centenary. In 1921, the first 11 students enrolled on our campus. And to mark 100 years since the university opened, we're offering 100 Citizens of Change scholarships. All you have to do to apply is to record a short video in response to the question, what do you want to change? For full information on how to apply and to see the full range of scholarships and bursaries available, visit our website. Okay, thanks for listening. And now we have some time for questions.
Brilliant, thank you so much for that. It's absolutely fascinating to see how broad actually the film studies degrees are here. We did have one question, which was from James, about how many points would you need to get on an IB, International Baccalaureate, to get on, but I think you answered that in one of your slides already, so it was 28 points. I've just popped that into the chat.
Yes.
Yeah, I did have a question myself. I think I saw that there were some study trips on the list of places or list of ways of teaching and things like that. So where exactly do the study trips go? They sound quite fascinating.
Well, as part of the curriculum, last year we offered every year we definitely offer a trip to BFI Library in London. So this BFI Library in London is one of the biggest film archives in the UK, so it's absolutely crucial to actually get a sense of their resources, and also it helps our students develop research skills. Last year we also visited Stanley Kubrick Archive again in London, and some years we go to BBFC, so British Board of Film Classification. This year, obviously, we are offering it all online. We actually do have a study trip to the BFI sources, but it's all online this year. We're hoping to, of course, continue doing these study trips. But we also have, apart from our study trips that are offered as part of the courses, our students also have the option to study a year abroad if they are in our film studies, single subject, or film and English degrees. So currently the students have the option to study either at a university in the Netherlands, France, or Germany. And if they are on our film and media studies degree, they can study a semester abroad in Canada, Australia, or the United States.
Fantastic. That's actually something I was going to ask you about. It's sort of like the options of studying abroad as well, because the course sounds so very international. You know, you don't necessarily want to restrict yourself to just studying in the UK. If there are opportunities to go abroad. So we still haven't any further questions, but I do want to ask, what's your favourite part of film studies? What's your specialist area?
Mine? Oh,
yeah.
Well, several. Well, my main specialism is contemporary European cinema. So I teach contemporary European cinema, modules on European cinema, and also contemporary film history. Film in its digital forms, but I also am interested in world cinemas, so I also teach world cinemas modules, but my favorite cinemas are Iranian cinema especially, and Middle Eastern cinemas, but my main specialism is actually German and Turkish German cinemas. So it's a wide variety. That was a long answer, but yeah, several areas. I have many different interests in film.
That's great. I think I think when you start getting into it, you sort of end up broadening into sort of like, oh, I found that interesting in that area.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we don't seem to have any more questions at the moment, but people can carry on and ask questions on our UniBuddy chat, which is taking place at the moment. So don't feel that if you've missed your chance to ask a question now that you need to sort of forever hold your peace. There are plenty of opportunities to ask questions. And also contact our academics and our students through UniBuddy. So you can use the chat today, or you can contact people individually on our UniBuddy chats through our website. Now, coming up at 1 o'clock, we do have some more talks for you. So we have a parent session and a personal statement session. So if there are areas, well, if you're a parent, you might want to get into the parent session. If you're writing your personal statement and want to know more about that, it is a good chance to get some hints and tips as you go along. Or if you're still sort of shopping around for which course might be good for you, there's also accounting and finance, law, history, journalism, maths, computer science and engineering all going on. They might not be in your exact area of interest at that stage. Okay, so we will wrap it up there. Thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, plenty of opportunity to ask more questions later on. This is also going to be recorded, so will be available later. So if you want to watch it again and look more into those courses, then please do. But have a good day, and thank you very much, Dudley. And hopefully we will see you later for other talks and other sessions.